Hi, my name is JCG, and I'm here to talk about my recent trip to Universal Studios Orlando. Recent, yeah, did I go a year ago? Yes. Was this video supposed to come out a long time ago? Also, yes. But it's coming out now, and so I can kind of frame it as I spent X amount of money at Universal Studios. Is it worth it a year later? So I guess that'll be how I pretend to frame this video. How it actually goes, that's not up to me. That's up to future JCG. So anyways, I just want to come in here and kind of talk about the general outline of this video and then just get into it. So I think I'm going to start with like general information. When we went, why Universal, super basic, that should be a super quick section. Then I'm going to go into Portifino Bay. We stayed on site at the Portifino Bay Hotel, and there's a room tour that I filmed a year ago, so you guys get some of the worst room tour footage on YouTube. And then we're going to end with my thoughts on the theme parks. That's also going to be quick. I debated on doing like a long, like, here's everything we did, and I like semi filmed that, and I'll leave that unlisted in the description below. But it just got like entirely too long, and I feel like there's so many like theme park people that just do it better. So I'm gonna just talk about like my highs and lows for each park, what you can hit and what you should avoid. So there we go. I also have a haul video that I like filmed and edited and put out within a more reasonable time, so I'll link that somewhere if you want to see the merchandise I got. But one thing I did forget to mention is a super cool Toretto street racing hat that I got. It's like red on the bottom. Yeah, my Toretto hat. It doesn't look particularly good because my head isn't meant for hats. My hair is too voluminous for like hats to like sit correctly, but we're gonna just struggle through this video so I can get my money's worth out of my Toretto family street racing hat. And there we go, intro done. Now we're gonna talk about just the super general things about the trip, just so you can have like context into when I talk about like Portofino Bay and the theme parks. So we went in December. By we, I mean me and my family, my father and my sister. We're all over the age of 21. So it's just like a good adult vacation. And we wanted to go to Universal Studios. And that's where we landed on. I threw out a couple of other ideas for vacation. I really wanted to go to Tokyo Disney Sea. I might just have to solo trip that because trying to wait on other people and coordinate and international travel just hasn't worked out for me for like the past decade that I've wanted to go to Tokyo. We were also debating Disney World. I'm in a Disney adult TM. I think I'm like a normal Disney adult, but I don't know. I don't know if I, as a Disney fan, can like say if I'm like a normal adult who likes Disney or if I'm like a Disney adult. Anyways, we did not go to Disney World last year. We decided on Universal. I really wanted to go on the Fast and Furious ride. I Fast and Furious is like the only movies I'll watch. And so when I heard that they're finally getting respect and they're getting a theme park ride, I had to go. Didn't go when it opened because I just, things happen. But after Disney Tokyo, going to those parks, Universal Florida, so I can go on this Fast and Furious ride, was second. So that's like kind of how we ended up there. We also just aren't the family that'll like go and lounge on a beach for vacation. I can't lounge, I can't chill in life. Too uptight for it. So theme parks just help give us something to do, and we kind of like those like Disney and Universal bubbles where you just have everything contained and you can like walk around and like walk and mosey onto your resort and not have to worry about like Ubers and like museum tickets and all this stuff. It feels like very like contained, and that's another reason why I really like Disney and Universal, is that like containment. Here's your whole vacation right here. You don't have to like leave property necessarily to get everything you like. So that's overall why we went to Universal and why I'll go to Disney and Universal in the future. And then I guess like my history, I've been to Disney and Universal a bunch. My most recent trip to Universal was in 2017, and I remember like Diagon Alley was like just built, like just finished. Everything was like all good and ready to go. So like that was a fun thing. And it was just nice to go to Universal every couple years and see the changes. And like now like there's a third park that's gonna come out at some point. And 2-3 years after that park is like open, that's probably when I'll find my way moseying on down there. So it's just very exciting to see Universal grow. And I just like seeing them grow and flourish as like a vacation destination rather than a, I guess we can go there for one day. I've done both. The first couple of times I went to Universal, we originally were staying at Disney World, and we spent like a day at Universal and just did both parks that way. But like, here we are doing a full vacation to Universal, not going to Disney at all. So there we go. All right, so now for the more specifics of my vacation. We flew out on Monday, December 4th, and we flew out to Orlando that day, and we flew back home on Saturday, December 9th. So I consider those like Mondays and Saturdays travel days whenever I go on vacation, and then like that Tuesday through Friday was like really like the bulk of the vacation, like doing everything. So that Monday we hit a super early flight leaving from O'Hare, got down to Orlando, and we took the Mears shuttle from the hotel to the airport and like back. It was like a round trip package, and I just liked it. It was a Mears Express shuttle. You kind of just have to like go to the Mears counter, and by the time like we checked in, and they'll give you like a little, this is Mears, here's everything. We got like a little coupon book where we got like 10 or 15% off at like Margaritaville and Hard Rock Cafe. Once we like checked in and got all that, by the time like the bus pulled out of the airport to like head on over to our hotel, it took about 30 minutes, so not bad. I'm okay with it. I love when you just throw in transportation. I am not sure if it was like complimentary with the stay or if we had to like add it on, but whenever possible we add on like ground transportation, because like I don't like driving in the neighborhood that I grew up in. I know this town like the back of my hand. I still don't want to drive in it, and I definitely don't want to drive in Orlando. So I just like it. Disney, please bring back your Magical Express. I know you're not watching this, but please bring it back. It was just a little something that I enjoyed. So yeah, they, for the little Mears Connect, it kind of went to like, I want to say every Universal hotel. I want to say we stayed at the Portifino Bay, and we were not the first people to be dropped off, but we were the first people to be picked up that Saturday going back to the airport. So we'll just like take your luggage, tag it, put it underneath the bus. You go in the bus. It's nice and air conditioned, and they went to like a couple different hotels before they went to ours. It wasn't a bad wait. It was also, I'm using this transportation option. I knew it wasn't going to be like quick and express, and like I'm okay with that. And then like I said, on that Saturday going from Portofino to the airport, we were the first people picked up, but then we did all the rest of the Universal hotels, and then they dropped us off at the airport. So I just liked it. If I go to Universal again, and I foresee myself going to Universal again, I will absolutely do that built-in transportation option. Okie dokie. So that's kind of like the beginning. That Monday, we go and we get to Portofino. We're dropped off. We enter the lobby and we check in. And at check-in, they gave us a little pouch where we could put our park ticket and like our room key. And it comes with like this lanyard. We had to buy the lanyards, and you can get lanyards all throughout the park. There's like a certain selection that we had at the Portofino. Mine is the Mummy, which is like a super cool ride. It's a high point of Universal Studios, if you want a little spoiler for going into that section of the video. But then you just open it up and you have two things that you just always want to carry around with you, or that we always carried around. You all can do whatever you want. When we like checked in, picking these up was like a separate station than the check-in, and the person who gave us these were like, take a picture of them, put it on your phone, that way if like you lose it, we can just like make you a new copy. So we did that right away. So one is like the actual tickets. So it's a 3-park 5-day base promo dated adult ticket. So it's just like this is what you scan to get into the different parks, and then it just has that on it. We didn't do like park hopper or anything, and then we weren't able to do the Hogwarts Express because we were only doing like one park in a day, which is fine. I went for Fast and Furious, not for Harry Potter, and so you just have that, and you'll just like scan it, and then since these are like clear, you can kind of like keep everything in your pouch a little bit and scan that way. And then they also give you like your room key. And then by staying at Portifino Bay Hotel, we got Universal Unlimited Express. That's another like major reason why we wanted to like stay at Universal. On site is for the Universal Express. So it'll just say like that Universal Express Unlimited whenever you go into the different parks and there's like a express option. You would just kind of like flash this, show this to the person at the little express entrance and they'll let you in. And so what I would do is I would like have both of these in the pouch and then I would scan to get in and I would put it behind this one because I found ourselves using like the Universal Express more often, and then you can just, you don't have to take anything out, you kind of just like scan and show this through the lanyard pouch, and then getting into the parks and getting lockers you show this one, so you kind of have to like move it around and finagle it. Yeah, so there we go. Also, my little pass says Skull Island Reign of Kong. We didn't get to choose what was on ours, otherwise I would have chosen Fast and Furious or Minions. And then under it they just have like your government name and your like check-in, so I have that covered a little bit. Yeah, that was like the hotel card and the park ticket, and we got that, and then we had to wait about an hour and a half for our room. We did get there rather early. We probably got there around like 12:30, and so I also just knew rooms weren't necessarily going to be ready. We got there before that like 3 to 4 o'clock check-in. I was okay with it. I've worked at a hotel. I understand that you have to do a flip and you have to clean the rooms, and we got like a preferred room, so there just aren't many of those. I had zero problem waiting for the room. They will hold your luggage and bring that up to the room for you, and so we just kind of wandered around, looked at Portofino. Very nice. We went out to the pools, got a little bit to eat, and yeah. So the Portofino Bay Hotel is based off of Portofino, Italy. Never been there. There was a lot of like Italian food and like music and culture, so if that interests you. It's also one of their more like premium resorts. I'm not sure how Universal categorizes like value, moderate, premium, like how you have that at other places. This is like one of their higher tier resorts, and we really wanted the Universal Express. We wanted to be close to the parks. We were willing to pay that like premium price for it, and it was nice. We didn't really do any of the pools because like I said, just swimming, chilling, not a thing, but a lot of people were using the pool. It was nice. We went to a little restaurant, that little like bar restaurant. Decent food. A lot of people were like in the pools, so pools were good. They had a couple restaurants there. They usually have a breakfast place. It was under renovation when we went there, so we weren't able to eat breakfast like at our hotel. We had to end up going to the Hard Rock Hotel and going to that buffet, or we would go to like Voodoo Donuts, or like I think one day we went to that like NBC Today Show place for breakfast. So I don't know if the restaurant's up and running now, but like we just got breakfast there that way. We didn't do a lot of eating necessarily at Portofino, so I don't want to talk about it too much. I know they like nicer restaurant options. It was expensive, like more expensive than typical like theme park sit down, so I'm guessing it's nice, but I just can't really speak on the restaurants. There's like a little marketplace deli, and I got like a couple snacks that like first day we landed, and they were fine. I also got tiramisu there. Not good. That tiramisu wasn't good. And then we went to that bar by the pool that we were talking about. That I was talking about. That was solid. I enjoyed it. And then there's also a gelato place, and I got gelato one night. Also good, also solid. But we spent most of our time in the theme park, so we ate theme park food. So I don't want to be like, this is the best place to eat at the Portofino, or this is an awful place to eat at the Portofino, because we didn't really eat there a whole bunch, but it was good. And then we got 2 rooms. That just works, but like, yeah, you could put 3, 4, 5 people in a single room, but I know my family, we needed two separate rooms. So we had connecting rooms, and I'm guessing that's also part of the reason why we had to wait a little bit before our rooms were ready to just get both of those connecting rooms cleaned and ready for us. And we had, it was just like right off the elevator. We entered one of the bays. We were on like second or third floor, and one room had a king bed, and then one room had two queen size beds. I guess now I can insert my room tour footage. Just know that I'm gonna have to play with the sound because I was whispering the whole time because the person I was like rooming with was like in the shower and I wasn't trying to disturb them with the room tour. And it's also a little messy because I filmed it on the final day, and like now I know like you're supposed to film it before you like unpack, but whoopsie doopsie. Yeah, so I can just kind of show you that room tour here.
Alrighty everyone, this is the room tour. This is a double queen at the Portifino, and I'm whispering because someone's in the bathroom. I'll show you that later. When you walk in, there are my shoes. We've been packed for a couple days. It's actually the night we're leaving, so like it's lifted. But y'all's gonna have to deal with that. You walk in, on the right hand side, I have a little Keurig set up, ice, a mirror. It's on this stand. We throw our shoes at the bottom. Door right there. Nothing over there. We keep moving. Behind that door is the bathroom. Someone is using it. I will get footage later. If you come over here, we have a closet. Standard closet. There's a safe. If you go all the way up, extra pillows and blankets up there. Hangers and all that. Iron. It's the closet. It's pretty cool. No light in the closet though. Keep going, keep going. This will turn on the hallway light, and then you're in the room. So here's just a quick overview. Like I said, we're leaving tonight, but I wanted to get some of the room footage before I got in the bed and it was gross. So you can see just two of the queen size beds right next to each other. There's an extra blanket on this bed because I get cold. This is mine. I get very cold, so I always use the extra blanket. 4 pillows. It's nice. We got connecting rooms for my party, so I'm in this one, and then just you open it up. There's rooms on the other side. Connecting rooms. Thermostat right there. If you keep going, this is the big like TV stand. Looks pretty good. I'm watching basketball, sorry about that. 6 drawers, a fridge in the middle. The drawers are spacious. It comes with in-room dining and water. The water is $7.50. There's absolutely no way I'm paying that much for water. Be serious. Be so serious. Up next is the fridge. There's also this little tray. I don't know what it's for. This is a little nightstand area. We have one of those drawers. We have just like a little empty spot. And then we have a phone, an alarm clock, notepad and pen. And then we have like these light fixtures. So that's what it looks like from all the way over here. Then there's a bed, very similar to that bed, but it's over here. There's a little chair with a lamp, and then there's a sitting area over here. That's some of the stuff I have, so like not too much on it. There's a little picture there. There's also a garbage on the side right over here. But yeah, you can sit down if you have to do anything. I put all my junk on it. And then finally, we have this back section, the window. I did a queen with a garden view, and then next door is a king, the connecting rooms. We have a full view of the pool, so that's kind of cool. So here we go. We can't open the window, but there's like a little balcony out there, but we can't open the door. And that's the room. Here's another angle. Like I said, we had a king. It's the exact same, except instead of two queens, it's a king. And the nightstand's on the side. But that is a quick little tour of the room at the Portifino Bay Hotel.
So this is a little bathroom tour, but I'm not a travel blogger, so it's kind of bad. So like, this is it. There we go. There's all of my stuff. One there. It's very large. Toilet, all that, little picture. Then we have shower. Shower head. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah, and then there's the door. Very spacious, lots of space. Love it. Very good bathroom. Now I have to go to bed. Bye. I hope you had a fantastic time with that room and bathroom tour. I will improve in the future. So like the last thing I want to talk about is transportation. I already talked about transportation getting to Universal, but within Universal, since we stayed at one of those like more premium resorts, we had two options to get to like City Walk and the different parks. So the one we used most often was a walking path. So just like right by the pool at Portofino, like there are signs that show you like this is a walking path, and you have to like walk through Portofino, then you have to like cross the ground to like the Hard Rock Hotel, and then you have like your own little like entrance to City Walk, and they just kind of check your bag there, and then there you are in City Walk. They let you off right like across from like the Universal Globe, right next to like Universal Studios, like that specific Universal Studios park. And then the other way to get around that we had was to take a boat. The boat was nice. Walking took like 20-ish minutes. It really just depended on like how tired we were and how fast we were walking. Boat, you had to kind of wait for the boat to come, but they constantly had boats coming and going. And the boat took like 10-15 minutes to get from Portofino to City Walk. We didn't have to like stop and pick up any of like the Hard Rock Hotel guests, so like that was nice. So, like each of the premium resorts had like their own boat. The only issues we had with the boat is like late night getting back from City Walk. We would have to wait for like 2 or 3 boats because there were just that many people waiting for the boats. That only happened like 1 or 2 times. After that, we kind of just sucked it up and walked because it was roughly the same time if we like walked and were in control of our own pace versus waiting for the buses. But the buses are nice. They don't go too fast. You just sit down and enjoy the water. So there are those two. I also know that there are like Universal buses. I have not used a Universal bus, so I will redirect you to any of the other thousands of YouTubers who talk about Universal Studios. They will be better at explaining the bus situation there for you. But we enjoyed our time at Universal. We like to stay as close to the park so we can be there and get everything done, and we were able to do that staying at Portofino. Room was comfy. The room felt bigger than a lot of apartments and places I've lived, but that could just be a me problem. The bathroom was like large and spacious. It was good. We enjoyed staying there. We all decided if we stay again, we would try Hard Rock. Not that there was anything wrong with Portofino, but just because we want to try different hotels. We do the same thing with Disney. Every time we go to Disney World, we're at a different resort. And like for me personally, the fact that you get the Universal Express Unlimited included with the stay at the Portofino makes it worth it. We didn't have to wait in line for rides, with one exception that I'll talk about in my lows for one of the theme parks in the next segment. But we got on rides and maybe had to wait 5-10 minutes if it was like in the afternoon, super busy. But we got to do everything we wanted to do multiple times. We like, in like an hour or two, we could get on every single ride, and it was good. It was great, actually. I really think that the Universal Express is worth it, and the fact that it's just included, and I know I'm paying for it when I pay for like that premium hotel experience, but just put it in there. Hide the fee. It works for me. And I just also like going to Universal with the passes. It was great. Like I said, we got to do everything we wanted to do. And like, just as an example, one thing we didn't do was the Velocicoaster, because I just don't want to do super big rides. We had so much time during our Island of Adventure days. We could have done the Velocicoaster multiple times. And so I think it was like a mix of having like the Universal Express, and also it wasn't like super busy because we got there like right during like finals weeks before the holidays, that we were just able to do everything. And I liked it. So that's great. I didn't feel like I had to like rush or like not do like a moderate interest thing for like a high interest thing. We also had 2 full days in each park, so like that also helped out. You could easily do like 1 full day for each park if you got like the Universal Express, or you go when it's not busy. And I remember one time we got the Universal Express Unlimited and we did 2 parks in one day. So that was like a while ago, like probably 10 years ago, but you can do it. So 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for me. I super duper enjoyed my time at Universal. I think it was worth it. I truly do think it was worth it. But we're going to get that more at the end. This next segment, I want to talk about just highs and lows, like top and bottom moving parts for Universal Studios, the theme park, and the Islands of Adventure theme park. So I'm going to go through those. Hey, what's up? Hello. So I was doing my little tops and bottoms for the different parks, and it just went on too long again, and I just kind of liked what I was saying in the tops and bottoms, so that's going to be a separate video. Hate to do it to y'all, but that's going to be a separate video. I will link it down below, my best and worst, within like the different theme parks and city walks at Universal. So this will really truly be more of like a hotel review for Universal. So yeah, I really like it. I enjoyed my time at Universal. I think it's worth it because I know I like started talking about that. It was rather expensive, but I know we did like a 2 rooms. Regular people don't need 2 rooms, but like for the sake of like keeping my family like together, we need to be separated when we go to sleep. So we did that. And I know that we also stayed at like a more premium, more expensive hotels. Like there's that. And so I know that there's like other Universal hotels you can stay at to make it cheaper. We also like did a lot of like eating in the theme parks. You could like probably not do that as much or do it smarter than we did. I think Universal's worth it. I just have like, just thinking back at it, a fun time. I remember just like going through a couple pictures before I filmed it, and I'm like, yeah, no, this was a good trip. This was a good trip. I highly recommend visiting if that's not a thing you would normally do. If you're like coming out and you're doing like a once in a lifetime like Disney vacation and you are able to, do not stress yourself out financially because some lady on the internet tells you to. But if you can extend by even a day going to Universal and like getting even like the unlimited pass, which I know like sounds like very like privileged thing to say within the context of like a once in a lifetime like Walt Disney World trip, I think it's worth it to do Universal. And I think with the little, if you get the express passes, you can do everything you want to do in both parks in a day. I'm also saying that when there's only 2 parks. If Epic Universe has opened and you're watching this, I don't know how the express is going to work with that. But if you're just doing Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, you can, and you can have a fun time and go on a lot of the rides you like multiple times. You just have to like strategize with your day and all that. I think it's great. I enjoyed my time at Universal and I low-key want to go again. Low-key, like, do I have to like quickly do a little weekend trip to Universal Studios? I've been doing one too many weekend trips this year, and so I kind of want to like chill out in the winter. But once spring comes and I'm like really feeling it, I might just have to run down to Universal Studios. That's how much I liked it. I liked it. I think it's worth it. I think if you can make like a full vacation out of it, even if it's like a 3-4 day thing, you spend like one full day in each park, fantastic. I enjoyed staying on site. I like that you have that like boat transportation. You also have like the walking, which is just like great. Like someone in my party like forgot sunscreen, so they just like walked back to the room and like came back to the parks with sunscreen. I just like that, and it's good. And they have a bus that'll take you to the airport to your hotel. No shade to Disney. I love me some Disney World. I think it's worth it. So there we go. I enjoyed my time at Universal Studios so much that now I'm thinking about it. Like, do I want to go back? Let me save my money. Let me save my coins. Let me save a little bit of money. I kind of want to go to Universal Studios again. I also want to go to like the one in California, and I also want to go to like International Universal Studios, but I want to do the same thing for like Disney. And I just like theme parks, and I love like a big like Universal Disney scale theme park where I can like spend like a week there. That's really like a vacation destination for me, but I enjoyed it. I believe that you can have fun at Universal at any age. They have stuff for little kids. You can like meet the little characters. Gabby's Dollhouse. I had to Google that girl while I was waiting in line for something, but like she's there. SpongeBob, Minions. I don't know what little kids like, but like the older people, I really like the rides. I like how there's more of an emphasis on like coasters and thrill rides, and there are shows. And what else do I like that adults would like? Who is honking in this residential neighborhood? Calm down. Okay, anyways, there's City Walk. You don't even have to go into the park. City Walk is fun, and if you have like the right group of friends, like right frame of mind, that's a full day. It's fun going into the shops, looking at different restaurants. You can get like something nice. Yeah, I enjoyed Universal, and I feel like I'm just saying the same thing for like 4 minutes and 30 seconds, but like I did enjoy my time at Universal. I think it's worth it. I think you should think about going. I like it. I like it, Universal. Let me become a Universal influencer. Fly me out for the opening of Epic Universe, and also hop on a Zoom call with me, because one, we have to get rid of Minion Blast, and two, there's a lot of work we have to do with Fast and Furious. So just when y'all's are ready, I'm ready. I like Universal. Yeah, okay, cool. I will leave my Universal haul down below. I will also leave the second part to this video where I talk about like the best and the worst things to do at each park down below. And I hope you all have a good time, and let me know your favorite thing to do at Universal Studios Orlando, and which Universal I should go to next. And anything else. Any engagement is cool. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.